What's going on, guys? Welcome back to As Told by Dice. This is book 2, The Long Winter. We're back after a 1-week hiatus, but yeah, we're happy to be back. Let's go over a couple Ooh, I kind of like that, Mondo. I was looking at the stream just now. I like
the blue?
The blue, I like it, and I like how you did the episode. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like that too. Yeah, that was awesome. Let's see. How's everybody been? Good? Been like 2 weeks? No. Castle had to redo his computer. Enno's been working a lot. I'm sure Mondo's been working.
Nope.
I'm trying to think of anything. No work.
I fucking was dying last
That
week.
would have been sweet.
I was dying like all week last week too.
You know, the funny thing is I could have played last week too.
No, I couldn't have.
Damn.
It was a good thing we called off because I would not have been able to play.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got food poisoning. As soon as I got home, I started throwing up. I was throwing up the entire rest of the day.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
gross.
it was bad.
You're
Sorry to
gross,
hear that.
Castle.
Yep. I work at a restaurant. They fed me not so great food, and I'm not going to name that restaurant because I'm not going to.
Comb the archives. We'll find it, boys.
It's out there. So, well, yeah, maybe I work. I've said where I used to work before.
But it's time to get
Swifty.
swifty.
Let's get Swifty.
Is it time?
Time to
We
get
can do it now. All right. Let's see. There's some housekeeping stuff that I wanted to go over.
Okay.
Just
What's
so
that
that we're on the same page, because with like dog sleds and axe beaks. So I want to make sure that this should be common knowledge, especially of Revan, or would have been of Revan. He would have relayed this information.
Revan does know all this information you're about to say.
A dog sled, so an empty sled costs 20 gold pieces. Just the empty sled. It has a space for one driver, and it weighs 300 pounds. One sled dog, costs 50 gold pieces, and can pull up to 360 pounds. So you would need 2 sled dogs most likely to pull you, because you're not 60 pounds. But that's the future, and that's kind of like when you guys are going to get to a place of needing to, maybe move heavier things where you can't just carry it. Dog sleds might come in handy there. Axe beaks typically would cost 50 gold pieces. They are beasts of burden, which means that they are considered large in terms for their carrying capacity. So they can carry 420 pounds. Mondo, I owe you 3 gold pieces because last session I charged you 5 gold pieces for a 2-person tent, and it should only be 2.
Felt like I overpaid.
Yeah.
No,
I couldn't find it on my sheet.
Yeah.
5 gold's insane for a tent.
Yeah, I mean it's 2 gold pieces, so I wasn't too far off, but yeah. You have a question,
Yes, I do have a question.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you while you're doing your. So are these dogs as big as as big as the axe beaks? Like one dog can haul 360 pounds. And why do we require 2 dogs to pull somebody? Because if it's 360 pounds.
Well, the sled alone weighs 300 pounds, and the dog can only pull 360. So if you pull the sled, you'd have 60 pounds.
Okay, I missed that part. I didn't even know there was a sled attached to this. We don't ride the dog on its back.
Yeah. No.
It doesn't pop in my mind. I was like, man, how big is this fucking dog?
I can see why you were confused. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. It's a dog sled. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I miss a dog sled. Why did I hear that? All right, cool.
All right. Well, after do you guys have any questions? Anything else? I don't think anything else would have come up, but maybe? No, I assume not. So the recap, guys. After a discussion with Speaker Shane, Grady, Sheriff Markham, and Scramsax, you decided to head to Lonelywood to check on Revan's family. When the road forks and your path leads north to the town of Tourmaline, you spot a cart being blocked by bandits. You find that these bandits are charging a toll for passage, something that you found unacceptable. At the start of the fight, Kinna plunged her glaive into the belly of one of the bandits, killing him outright. Revan and Mateo focused the bandit captain, while Kinna hunted down the other bandit. Revan found purchase with many of his arrows, but Mateo had a harder time with the hand-to-hand combat. Kinna was able to knock the other bandit unconscious, but not before Mateo and Revan fell to the blade of the bandit. Kinna pressed forward into one-on-one combat. The fight was back and forth, strikes connecting from both parties, but it was the Goliath who stood above the rest. After slaying the bandit, Captain Kinna checked Revan first, revealing the damage caused by the scimitar and dagger. His life extinguished. It is the night of the 23rd of Kythorn, 1483 DR. Kinna, what do you do?
All right, so Mateo is still unconscious.
Yeah, you are looking at this this scene, right? Of this cart is pulling away. Kinna, you're standing above Revan or kneeling by Revan's body. Mateo behind you, conscious but or unconscious but alive. And then the two bandits, one that you killed, or both of these guys actually you killed, and they are, bleeding out and dead in front of you.
All right. Mateo appears to be stable.
Appears to be that way, yeah.
All right, I want to check him real quick. I'm going to do a medicine check. Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead and do a medicine check.
Sure. I do not have advantage on that.
Go ahead and roll it again without it, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. So what are you trying to ascertain with the check? Are you just trying to, like, resuscitate him? What's your goal?
Not yet. I'm just looking to see if he is in danger of dying anytime, like, soon.
He seems to be good, with probably a little bit of rest, wrapping of cuts and whatnot. He should be okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave him for a moment. And I am going back to that bandit who is unconscious. If he is still unconscious, yeah. I would like to head over to that bandit. And if he's still unconscious, still...
When you get to about here, you see that you can see him off in the distance, but he has like started to walk off. Not super far, but if you wanted to get him, you could.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna call to him that I am not done with him.
Yeah, you're gonna
go
after him.
I'm not done with you yet. Yeah, definitely go after him.
Yeah, he sees you coming, and he's trying to pick up his pace, but he's still dazed, hurt. So as soon as you catch up to him, he's pleading, no. But if you grab like the back of his collar or whatever, like he doesn't have the strength to, fight it.
Okay, yeah. I would like to throw him to the ground.
Yeah. Ugh!
And I'm just gonna tie his arms behind his back and wrap my rope around him a couple of times.
Yeah. He's just like, we just wanted money. That's all we wanted. We didn't want to hurt anyone.
Mm-hmm. And once I have him thoroughly tied up, I'm gonna start dragging him back to
yeah, you're able to do others. That. Just eating snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's he probably is like bitching about it for a few minutes, but or a few seconds as you're pulling him along, but eventually he's just he knows that he's your prisoner. Yeah, you get back to the middle of the road and pull you guys back over there.
I make him sit down next to Revan.
Oh, right over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sitting there?
You had your part in this. And then I'm going to try to attend to Mateo. I'm going to try to start binding his wounds. Seeing if I can revive him at all.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me one more medicine check.
Sure. Absolutely going to do that. Womp womp.
All right, Mateo. Weightlessly, you dangle in the realm between life and death. Darkness swallows you, but the light beats from within. The absolute quiet is a sense of relief in your mind. You are at peace, though the peace only lasts for a moment, just another thing stolen from you. The peace breaks violently, sending you twisting, twirling, spinning, and swirling through the void until you push through a crystal-like structure, shattering it into millions of pieces. You land hard on a white cobblestone floor. However, no pain vibrates through your body. The area you find yourself in is a 20-foot radius circle, the floor made of majestic white marble, deep, dark veins spiderweb throughout. Surrounding the edges of the circle is a crystal glass-like material. The hole you just created by shattering through it is now gone. Beyond the walls is darkness. You suspect this is the same darkness you were just floating in. In the middle of the room is a small pedestal. It stands about navel height, so about belly button. Placed carefully on top is a glass case, a rose safely resting inside. The stem is dark green, the thorns sharp and jagged. The rose is mostly black, but with thin white rivers spread throughout. Some of the petals' edges have red tips, and it looks as if the red is spreading, taking over the blackness. The light in the room is suddenly extinguished, except for the dim light, red light that illuminates the rose in the glass. The earth below you begins to shake at a cadence that tells you one thing: footsteps, and they belong to something large. Beyond the glass wall, you see an approaching green light. The hue is reminiscent of the flames that engulfed the fireplace in the Northlook the night the goblins and the demon dog attacked. What do you do? You're standing like center, straight in front of you is like that green hue, and then to your right is that pedestal with the rose.
I go towards the green hue.
You go towards it.
Mm-hmm.
As you near the glass, you are able to see the green light beyond the wall is attached to a small bone-like head. The features of it you cannot tell. The light seems to only illuminate forward, as nothing beyond it can be made out by you.
Come back to me, Mateo. Let us continue what we started.
No.
No, you dare to defy me? I will take everything from you.
You're not real.
Oh, but I am. Not fully corporeal, not on your plane, but I'm coming. Choose correctly, as you did once before.
This green hue, is there like a panel that I can break through, right? Or something?
It's
Like I can see through, right?
Yeah, so you can see just beyond. So it's like this glass crystal-like. Think like you're trapped in the mirror dimension of like the
Okay.
Doctor Strange movie.
Sure,
right?
sure. Yeah.
But everything beyond it is black. The only thing that you see is like that green. It's like this green light that is emanating from this like small ivory-colored bone-like skull.
And
Right.
do I know I'm where? I don't know where I am, right?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think you
I'm just
know.
fucking in this weird place. Okay,
Make
so
an intelligence check. I would let you check to
sure.
see if maybe for some reason you know. It would be. I mean, yeah, it's going to be next to impossible.
Sure. Mateo, use them brains.
Yeah, you don't know for sure. But I mean, I think. Yeah, I don't think you know.
I don't know. Okay, sure. After he said whatever this green hue motherfucker said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. I'm just gonna fucking run through the panel and just roar. Get the fuck out! As I just run through this panel. I don't know if I can break through this crystal
Yeah, roll a strength check. Good luck.
Get it, baby. Did I hit it right?
Yeah, you hit it. I see it here. Rolled an 18. So you push through the panel. It starts to splinter and break and crunch. And as you push forward, you land in the blackness. But then, as you continue forward, it's like you come out on the complete other side, and now you're just back trapped in this room. Before you can do anything, a warm light explodes from behind you, revealing the hulking silhouette of a creature that is standing behind that green light. Standing before you is a bestial creature of corruption and disease. It has a decaying look. His lower body, animal-like, similar to a goat. The torso looks more humanoid, though. The belly swells up larger than anything you've ever seen before. Wounds and sores festering with maggots can be seen throughout. Enormous bat wings spread from his shoulders, easily 10 to 14 feet from tip to tip. The head is that of a goat. Hair, muscle, mostly gone. The maw is filled with jagged teeth, ready to devour anything. Blood and sinew can now be seen dripping from its mouth. But there's this huge explosion of like radiant light behind you. What do you do?
That's a lot going on. Light behind me, goat decaying thing in front of me, right?
Yeah, both behind the prism, but there.
But behind the prism.
Yeah.
I
So
wanna-
you're just back in that like the in that ball. That
Okay,
sphere.
so
Yeah.
I split this prism apart. I go back and I end up back in the same room. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm a little confused now.
Mm-hmm.
I yell out again, saying, "What are you? What are you afraid to fight me?" And I go towards this goat decaying thing, and behind the prism thing, right? That I just went through earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Says, I am not afraid to fight. I just want you. Help me bring me back.
You're hiding in the shadows. Speaks fear.
From behind you, a voice rings out. Do not listen to the vile words of the undeath. Do not let him corrupt you more than he already has. Come to light, and let me illuminate the darkness in your mind. Let me heal you, please.
There's
do you
two
do?
of you.
Yeah, there are two.
I look behind me at the light. I'm a little confused now. I'm looking for the green hue again. I see the green hue.
Yeah, you see it.
Go towards it.
Come to me and I'll give you what you want, what you're seeking. I'll give you your memories.
What do you have to say? Look back at the light.
He will do not that what he says. Do not listen, as I've mentioned. Let me help you. You do not have to do anything for me. You don't have to lift a sword or a finger. Just don't let him corrupt you.
What is your name?
I am the beacon in the night, the tides of the ocean. I am the future and the past. I am Selune, goddess of the moon. I can heal you. I promise you that.
Wait, do you know who this man is? Or creature?
I will not speak his name. If I do, power will come to him.
Will you help me find him?
I will help you destroy him. If you are looking for that, come find me north of Lonelywood. It will take time to find, but a elvish structure is hidden there. I will help you find it. There you will find more of me.
I grow tired of this. Make your choice. Him or me.
I go towards the goddess.
As you do that, you break through the glass. Your senses, your feeling, your smell, everything starts to rush back to you, and you open your eyes, and you see a Goliath woman standing above you. There's snow around you. It's not what the viewers and what we think you would see, but it's another Goliath woman. She's standing. She's wearing furs, mostly even like skin bare, and she's looking down at you with wide eyes. You recognize who this is.
Look at this other Goliath woman. Oh, come, ça va?
That's
Did
what
we
you hear,
win?
Kinna. He's saying this to you. So go ahead and repeat that for me. Sorry.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go ahead and repeat that because I want to make
Oh,
sure that Mondo
yeah.
knew he's being talked to.
Ah, come, ça va? Did we win?
No. We've lost. And I'm going to look over at Revan.
And you're actually, as Kinna says that, the voices don't match up, and the vision of your friend it fades, and the body takes the place.
Oh, you're not
You-
come.
You
You're
know
not-
where you're at now.
Oh, you're not come. Are you coming? You're not.
I'm not
I
sure
think
what you're saying, but Revan is dead.
Revan. Is Revan. I don't. Oh. It might. I think I'm half in and unconscious. I think I'm just gonna knock out.
1 HP, but still unconscious. Mondo, so
Yeah.
you are, or I should say, Kinna, you are not far away from Targos. Targos is just over yonder. So if you kept going west, you would hit Targos. But if you want to continue up north, you'll head to Tourmaline. That would be your next stop. These axe beaks have started to. I mean, they're not just bolting, but they're separating and starting to move.
I'm gonna try and get up and like gather them together. Like, hey, axe beaks.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an animal handling check.
Sure.
Which one do you go up to first?
Probably this one here. There we go. My pin.
Yeah. It just kind of like when you get closer, it does that whole dog thing, where they're trying to get them and they just like move out of your reach, and then they just keep it. So it's just kind of like, it's not bolting. You think like if you really, really needed to get it, you could do that. And I think with the 8, it's not necessarily a failure. It's just it will take time. It will take more time than maybe before. But if you want to do that, we can say like you round them up and you like tie them to like this tree, so they're just tied there.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit of time, and so I would say maybe it takes you about half hour to do so. This cart over here is, I mean, they were so freaked out with what was happening. As soon as they had a chance to get out, they started going.
Right, they were gone. Yep.
So they're gone. Yeah, you can maybe start to see them like through the snow. That's it's a light snow that's coming down. But yeah, they're long gone.
All right, I want to loot these. I want to loot these bandits.
Yeah.
Real quick. I mean, mostly I'm looking for anything that is at least of some sort of value. So definitely like money. But anything else they have that looks like it might be of value.
Yeah. The two bandits,
Mhm.
the lowly ones, they have like we'll say this one over here has 6 silver pieces on him, and then the one below has a gold piece, but not a lot.
Okay.
The bandit captain has a little bit more. You find a nice flask with alcohol and that's still splashing inside. It's about a quarter full. It's just kind of a nice flask. But he has 25 gold pieces on him.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Other than that, like of value would be, their daggers, their weapons, maybe their armor. If you were looking to, take everything from them, you could make money off of it. But no special items in terms of
No,
like
if it's
magic
not-
or
yeah, if it's nothing special, like then yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take a big swig of that from the flask.
yeah,
Um,
it's a whiskey.
yeah, is Mateo awake or did you kind of pass back out?
I think
I'm
he
gonna
said
be in and
he was
out
in
of
and out.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna offer it to Mateo. I'm like, Mateo, do you want any of this?
Am I?
It won't warm you up, but it'll make you feel like you've been warmed up.
I guess I take it, still thinking it's Kame that I'm speaking to. I mean, so yeah,
Start
nod my
drinking
head.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are kind of just hanging out there.
I'm gonna put Revan's body on an axe beak.
Okay. We'll throw it on here.
Mm-hmm. And Mateo, can you ride?
Repeat that.
He asked you if you could ride the axe beak.
No.
Can you sit?
I try to get up.
Yeah, you can get up.
Okay. Man, I'll try to stand then.
All right, I'm gonna help him get onto the other axe beak,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna kind of like rope them together.
Okay. The one with Revan.
Yep.
Those two. Okay.
And the one with Mateo just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I'll be in the lead, and then like roping Mateo's and Revan's, and then this other guy like behind us.
Yeah, you're gonna
Like
put him on
walking.
the. Oh, he's gonna just walk behind, like tied up behind it.
Yeah, we're going back to
Gotcha.
Targos. Like I probably would have thrown him on the same one with Revan if we were closer to Lonelywood.
Yeah.
But if Targos is just over the hill a bit,
Yeah, just
I think
a
it's
little.
just best for us to get back to Targos. And yeah, I'm definitely bringing this guy with me.
Okay.
All right, I will
give me-
try to lead
Yeah, start going
my
that way.
team here back to Targos.
Cool. Castle, did you see my message on Discord?
Yeah, I just have something weird going on. I'm refreshing the page.
Okay. Give this just a second. Is there any conversation between Mateo's in and out, but any conversation between Kinna and Mateo on the axe beak? Or even this guy's probably hollering, he's like, please don't take me to Targos, don't take me to jail. Just I don't know. Do whatever.
Do you have a hideout? You and your boys.
No, we kind of just camp out, head up the towns when we can, do a little bit of gambling. But
So you have no money saved. You have no you don't
He
have
took
like
what-
some buried
what I have.
treasure.
took
That
what
was
I
all
had.
of it.
Yeah.
Do I feel like he's being? I mean, like,
Go ahead, roll insight.
sure.
Give him
Not shabby.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you think he's telling the truth. Scared and whatnot, but telling the truth. Desperate.
We'll see what happens before we reach town. I want you to be quiet until then.
Stays quiet.
Mateo, buddy, you all right?
No.
All right, we'll just hang on. We'll be back at town soon. Let me know if you start feeling fainter than whatever you're feeling now. Let me know if you get worse.
Yeah, and you guys head off close to Targos here. I mean, I'll throw you guys on that map.
Do you not have alcohol?
He gave you some of the flask.
More
Um,
for the pain.
It might be like, depending on how much you guys drank, there's about a fourth of the flask, so probably not super hard for you guys to drink.
yeah, I'll just let him have it all. Just like, you keep that, buddy.
Yeah, so for however long you want to nurse it, you can, but if you're just trying to slugger it down to numb the pain, it doesn't take you long to be empty. But you are feeling a little bit warmer with the liquor inside your belly, as you, especially considering you're now able to move and get around where you were just laying unconscious on the cold floor. But yeah, you guys enter in Targos. Targos is one of two actual of the 10 towns that have any wall.
Mhm.
And so this was kind of that crossroad where you guys were just at, right here. And you guys are going to be moving like northwest. Eventually, you guys get to the front of the gates. And yeah, you guys can push in. It's starting to be nighttime. The guards look at you, but there are other people who are kind of moving in and out of the gates right now, moving stuff in. Some people had like stalls on the outside of the town, trying to get out like any people who are traveling in.
I'm gonna point at one of the guards and I'm gonna be like, "You."
You points at you.
I've got a bandit here I want to get off my hands for now. Where's the best place to bring him?
You can take him to the Luskan Arms. The speaker will be there.
Fine.
I mean, I could take him off your hands too.
I've got it.
Okay. It's down by the docks if you've never been.
I'm going to, I'm gonna ride towards the Luskan Arms.
Roll a perception check for me,
Sure.
Kinna.
Womp womp.
Okay, yeah, you keep going. It's starting to die down. Targos is like I said, has a bigger population than most of the other 10 towns. But considering you've really only been in Bryn Shander since you've been here, it's only slightly smaller than that.
Sure.
Just a little bit. But the big difference is it is on a lake, and so you can see that this map isn't a perfect representation of Targos as is. There is ice around kind of the harbor here, but as you get more closer towards the gates, you actually have like, water. It's not all frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, you eventually make it into the Luskan Arms. Let's see here. I have we're going to be using Mondo's map.
Hey, that looks familiar.
That does. Mondo made this, so you guys can get a kind of a good look at the Luskan Arms. I think I need to turn on dynamic lighting now. Boom, and let me drop your guys' tokens in here so you guys can actually have vision. But yeah, you guys are standing outside of the Luskan Arms. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna help Mateo down if it looks like he needs it.
I'm gonna slither my way off of this back's back. And
There was probably a spot to tie up the axe beaks to as you're coming in.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to ask if there was a place to tie them off because that's what I will do.
Yeah, tie it off outside, but someone will probably point you into the right direction of a stable. Can you guys see the map now?
my memories.
I cannot.
No, we don't. It's black. My memory's trying to serve me right now. Kinna. Kinna.
Yeah.
How is Revan gone?
The bandits stabbed him.
But is he gone?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gone. Mateo. He's gone. Unless you've got something that can bring him back.
I am no god. I walk over to Raven's body. Is it? You have it covered in any way? Is his eyes shut?
Yeah,
I'm
I would
asking.
definitely would have. I would have shut his eyes, but I probably would not have covered him because the colder he is, the better. Unfortunately, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I mean, like, I do want to get him back to Lonelywood.
Is he naked?
So I don't want him falling to pieces.
Is he naked?
He is not naked. I mean, I didn't take his clothes off. He's dressed.
Okay.
He's completely dressed.
Okay. Okay. You said the cold is better. I'm just making sure. Sorry. Okay. Well.
What do you guys see now?
If I told you no, how would that make you feel?
Hey,
That's
I
okay.
can see.
That's okay.
I can't.
All right. Can I have Mondo and Enno? Can I have you guys take off your headphones, and I'll give you a thumbs up when to come back? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, chat.
Yeah. Let's have you.
No, deafen. Yeah, deafen. Pro
Yeah,
gamer.
get out of here.
1 second.
Okay. Let me know when.
All right, we're good. I'm muted.
All right, you can't hear me. Hi,
Okay.
guys.
So why don't you describe what what we see?
All right. So I know how much you like your movie scene descriptions of things.
We'll do it however you want. It's up to you.
So essentially, if for the first scene of seeing my new character, you would see like it'd be like the scene where Kinna is guiding the axe beak with Revan on it and Mateo, and they're walking through, and then it does the thing where it like pans through the crowd a little bit, and then it suddenly stops on one person walking in the distance behind them. You see a tiefling. The tiefling stands about 6'2". He's above average height for most people. Not exactly a Kinna, but he's pretty tall. His hair is surprisingly like well kept, nice little like business comb over. If you think like modern day like handsome man kind of in a magazine, that's kind of how he looks like.
Similar to me.
Except you don't all have the haircut that I'm speaking about, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when you think of like the Forbes list and you see the guys who are like trying to really look swaggy in their 3-piece suit, the perfect fade,
Yeah.
with the comb over, that's kind of like
You're a handsome devil.
he is a handsome
literally.
devil. Yep. Except the one thing that does stand out about, by the way, his name is Ark. Well, his nickname is Ark. It's what he goes by. But the one thing that stands out about Ark in comparison to every other tiefling is being pure white. Like
Right.
he is what like his. If you think tiefling, you think like the black eyes with the colored irises. Like he still has that going. He has kind of a black eyes, but then it's like a pale blue, like icicle colored. For a dead man, he sure can't talk a lot. All right, we're talking about the afterlife.
He can't hear you. It's okay.
But he has the pale blue eyes, but then he has white hair, white skin, and then his horns have almost like an icicle kind of glimmer to them.
Okay, so where are you, and where's Ark standing, and if they're like right where they're at? Are you just kind of off in the distance, like kind of
He's always staying that safe distance away. Like every now and then he'll do like the Assassin's Creed, like walk in a group, hold the hood up, or he'll lean up against a wall or something. He's, for the most part, he's using his time following them, sizing them up.
Okay.
And every now and then he double checks to make sure the big prize that he initially saw and his reason for following them, he
Mhm.
double checks to make sure it's still on
Yeah.
the
I
person.
think, I think you're still spotting what you're spotting. So from here, I'm gonna let you decide when Ark enters the scene. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Come back, Enno. Oh no, Enno's not paying attention. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
No, he saw.
All right.
Yeah, I
All
had
right.
to describe what was going on in Revan's new heaven harem, you know?
Right, sure.
What do you guys do? You guys are standing right in front of the Luskan arms. We'll say that there's a little spot to tie off the axe beaks for a moment, but yeah, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna march on in.
Mm-hmm.
I need.
And how do you do this with Revan? Are you leaving Revan on the axe beak? Are you leaving Mateo with Revan? How's this working? Just so I can know what's going on.
I mean, I'm leaving Revan on the axe beak for the moment.
Okay.
I mean, like, if Mateo is following me in, then Mateo can follow me in.
Totally.
No, well, I was trying to get Kenna's attention. Kenna,
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
Did you his belongings? Do you have it with you?
I mean, this still with him. I plan on taking them to give to his family once we arrive in Lonelywood, but I mean, at the moment, he's got all his belongings.
You should carry them.
Yeah, just no leave Revan.
You hand it off to the family afterwards, but it should not be on him. And we should give him a proper burial.
Well, I'll leave that to his family.
Of flames.
I think that'll be for his family to decide. But yeah, I'll pick Revan up and put him over one shoulder.
Okay.
Gonna carry him everywhere.
Okay.
Did you just say I should bring him with me?
No, it's been
He said the belongings. He meant like the bag and shit.
I don't have time to like this will do for now. I'm gonna like just yank that rope real hard to like drag this bandit in behind me.
Yeah, you come in here.
Yeah.
Some kinky shit going on.
The map won't matter as much. I just wanted to show off your map because I like it so much.
Sure.
Okay. But you come in and there are quite a few fishermen and different, hunters and whatnot inside. Maybe a little bit more packed than the Northlook, where the Northlook had, some fishermen and whatnot. Not as many as these guys, given the fact that it's on a lake. There is let's see here. There is a human male standing behind the bar. He's balding, and he has super dark bags under his eyes. Looks like he's not really getting much sleep or whatnot. But yeah, he's just standing there polishing glasses and getting people their drinks when they ask for it.
Okay.
You can see that there's like a window behind the bar that food every so often is getting placed there.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk up to the bar. Revan's still over my shoulder, still dragging this guy.
Gotcha.
Hi. I need a room for two rooms if you have them. A place I can put my deceased friend until I can leave for Lonelywood with him. And I need the law for this bandit here.
Okay. Well, let's figure this out. You need a room. I have a room with 2 beds. Would that suffice?
Do you mind sharing a room, Mateo?
No, maybe the goblins would choose to sit on you this time.
Room for 2 is fine.
Okay. Well, let's see. What was the second thing? Sorry.
I need a place to let my dead friend rest until I can bring his body back to Lonelywood.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, if you have if there's just something out back, I mean, I don't need anything fancy.
Well,
but I want to get him back to his family.
I don't normally roll a persuasion check.
Sure. That dwells.
Well, okay. I wouldn't normally do this. I do have a cellar. Normally, I just tell you, put him in the back, but I'll put him in the cellar for you.
I appreciate that.
Of course I will.
And then he looks at a bartender and kind of calls him over and tells him, "This man's looking for the law. Can you go get the speaker?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can do that." And she walks off, and then he's like, "Follow me. We'll place your friend in the cellar, and we'll meet the speaker when she comes back."
Why are you sparing this man, Kinna? As I'm looking at this munchkin.
Yeah. It's like, well, to be fair, I didn't want to come here, but don't do what he's at. I'll take this jail over death. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to Mateo. I'm not his boss. It didn't feel right killing you when you weren't really defending yourself or able to defend yourself. But again, not his boss. And I will leave. I will hand Mateo the rope. And I will take Revan down to the cellar with the bar with the guy who was behind the bar.
Yeah, it's your pit. You keep him.
I'll be back for him in a moment then. Just hang on to him for me.
Yeah, Kinna walks off with the bartender there. And you kind of look around and whatnot, and you see this guy, and he's like, he's a little bit afraid. If you take a quick look, there are people sitting at every table, and there is some dice games happening, card and dice games, gambling games over here.
Do you have money on you?
She already took it, I think.
I did take his money.
So you're less than worthless.
That's probably the meanest thing anyone has ever said to me.
No.
Look, man, we just needed money. We didn't want to. I didn't want any this to happen. We just wanted some money.
Get a job, loser.
Quit staring at me.
I'm not staring at you. I'm actually looking at the freaking bar. After I said what I said, I've been ignoring him.
Eventually, Kinna, you come back.
Yeah,
Mateo's just staring straight at the bar, just lifeless. This guy's just tied up, bound, and whatnot.
I'm kind of holding my gut and stuff.
I will have taken all of Revan's, personal belongings, his money, his anything of any sort of value that I can give back to his family. I mean, he's still got his clothes and his boots on, but that's probably about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that from the grave.
Yeah, no worries.
So let's see here.
Undressed him.
Yeah, it's
I start to pull his clothes off, and then I look up and I'm like, Revan, I'll leave you your clothes.
Just right at the hem of the pants, do I need to know?
I'll
let this one slide.
In Fallout and Skyrim, when you loot everything from somebody and they go from being this fully armored person to just only in their boxers, and it does kind of make you feel a little bad. But you would find, it looks like 7 silver pieces and 52 gold pieces on Revan's body, and that's what I'm looking at on your sheet.
Let me see.
Damn, you got 52 gold. Let's put that between each other, Kinna.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to the family.
You would find nice leather armor.
The times I offered to split gold with you guys, and you're like, "No, I'm good. I don't really care."
Yeah, exactly. Now they want to rob you. You have he would have been wearing leather armor. I believe it was a little bit nicer,
Was
but
his
it was
dad's?
worn and patched up in different places.
You would know it's his dad's armor.
Yeah,
And his family's gonna need to patch it up a little more if anyone else is gonna wear it after this.
It'll go to his brother.
And then there's like a tear.
that it would.
His brother needs to patch it up. Maybe we'll meet someone with mending.
I don't.
He has 2 daggers, a longbow, and 26 arrows. I don't know if that's valuable or what's valuable to you guys, but
Well, I mean,
those
all
are
this
weapons and
stuff,
things.
like all of his belongings, I want to give back to his family.
It's his bow special.
No, his bow is normal, just a normal longbow that he made at some point when he had to upgrade bow set.
Doesn't belong to his father or anything like that.
No, that one would be made by Revan.
Okay.
Yeah. The proprietor of the inn and tavern comes up and just says, for the room it'll be 5 silver pieces.
Fine.
If you want to take a seat, a bartender will be around to get you some drinks and food if you'd like.
What's the hour of the day?
What's the hour? It's it's pretty late. It's about 8, 9, give or take.
We should drink ourselves stupid. Kinna.
I can get behind that. You
Agreed.
want me to bring you a bottle now?
That's fine.
3.
Yeah. Bring a bottle.
Ooh,
Want the good
3.
stuff or
The best.
the cheap stuff? The best?
Yeah.
Okay. Ale or wine?
Do you have whiskey?
To bring you some whiskey.
That works too. Whiskey.
Bring you a bottle of whiskey. All right, he goes off.
did he say how much it cost?
Nope.
You're paying.
I know,
That's
I'd
so
have to
mean.
say.
That's so
No.
mean.
I know, I am.
With this life,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
this that's funny. This table right here
Mhm.
is available to you guys. He also before he leaves, he says, the speaker should be by soon. Believe he was up in his room, but he might have been around town. So
The speaker.
All right. So I'm
hey,
gonna take a seat at the table, and I would like I'm just gonna drag, I'm gonna drag a smiling boy here with me,
yeah,
and I'm just like sit and keep your mouth shut.
I think we should drown him.
You want to drown him?
don't please. Hey, no, don't let him drown me. I'll do whatever you guys want. You guys need a guy to run some errands. I'll be that guy. You need a guy to. I don't care. You tell me what to do. Just don't drown me.
I highly
If I
recommend you
thought
stay
you were
quiet.
even remotely trustworthy, I would have you take care of our dead friend's family for the rest of your life. But I can't trust you to do that, can I? I know you'll say I can, but I can't. So,
I guess it doesn't matter what I say then.
yeah, probably not, which is why you should keep your mouth shut.
He
We
goes
could
being
also burn
silent.
him too.
He's like, see, when he says stuff like that, it's really hard to keep my mouth shut. He's talking about drowning me and burning me.
I highly recommend you stay
And
quiet.
the more you talk, the more likely I'm
damn
let
it.
him to drown you or burn you.
Fuck.
Because I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this.
What if we hang him upside down
That's
and
a
bleed
good
him
point.
out?
As you guys are having this conversation, the barkeep is coming, and maybe it starts to be you see that, but you also notice another figure coming in through the door, and the reason why you notice the person is because they look very different than what maybe you would have seen throughout your travels. And through the door walks a white tiefling.
Half demon.
Devil,
Same thing.
if only. Castle, would you like to introduce your character?
Well,
Oh, it's Castle.
hi guys. Well, this is our. Wow, this is weird. Introducing another character again. Like I die a
Again, he
lot.
said
It's
again.
like I die a lot. This
So
is
bad, man.
this is Arkstad Kelt. Goes by Ark most of the time. He fairly well dressed. He stands at 6'2", pretty tall unless your name is Kinna. He, unlike most tieflings, you've seen red, you see purple, maybe a blue if you're exotic and go to Taldor. But he is actually pure white. His skin and his hair are almost a matching shade of a snow white, and his horns have this strange gleam that almost makes them look like icicles. Very interesting. You kind of wonder whether it's an illusion or if that's just how they are, or maybe it's just that cold outside. But yeah, he has the regular old like black eyes, but his irises are a pale blue, which kind of match like an icicle coloring to him. He wears very nice clothing, very fine, basic browns and blacks and stuff, but it's all matted and faded with the snow from his travels. He has a dagger on his hip, a lute on his back, and a winning smile.
As he approaches you, the barkeep is approaching you too, and he places the bottle. And he does bring 3 cups. And he says, "Do you want to pay now, or do you want to keep a tab going?"
Tab
Looking-
and bring us meal, please.
What would you like to eat? I got some fish soup. It's good.
We have
Also-
meat.
Yeah, it sounds good though.
Also, I feel like there was
Alright.
one nothing against the DM. There was one thing that might have been slightly inaccurate. I was in the tavern already.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
We
he
talked about
approaches. he
Oh, he
approaches
approaches
to
us.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll play. My play here, I wanted an excuse to approach you guys. So my play here was I was going to pay for the first drink, which is why I kept asking what the fucking price was.
I told you what it was.
I know you told me.
Okay,
I now
okay.
know, and I took that off of my character sheet.
Gotcha.
The way you described it, the bartender took it. I just didn't want all that to be ruined.
Yeah. So Ark comes and sits next to you.
So Ark, instead of seeing the bartender walk up, you would see Ark go to the bar and
Gotcha.
talk to the bartender,
Yeah, we
place
can
some
retcon
gold
that.
coins down, and then I'd bring all the glasses and everything. Or well, I would bring 3 glasses and the bottle that you guys ordered, and I'd place them down in front of you all.
Okay.
And I point at Ken. I'm like, I saw you walk in with a friend on your shoulder, and I overheard. I did not mean to eavesdrop. I'm very sorry about that, but I understand the pain of losing a comrade on your journey, so I just wanted the first drink on me. Not to impose or anything like that. I'm very sorry. My name is Ark, by the way. I felt your pain for a moment, so I thought I would empathize for a second.
Well, that's awfully kind. Your name is?
Ark. You can call me Ark.
Kinna is gonna pour like 3 glasses. She's gonna push one to Mateo. She's gonna push one to Ark, and she's just gonna look at Ark and just be like, "Drink."
Yes, ma'am. Ark has never been so intimidated by a woman in his life.
I've never teased usually much.
I understand. The death of a friend can be. It has different effects on different.
You musician.
I am a musician, yes, by trade. So what brings you to the grand old city of Targos? Not exactly a boon in this area.
We were on our way to Lonelywood, check in on our friend's family. Apparently, there was some sort of earthquake there when we met some bandits.
An earthquake in Lonelywood. That's An interesting phenomena. I'll give you that.
Our friend thought so. Do you know any songs about drowning people?
I know a couple songs about drowning people.
Burning?
I'm not really a burning kind of guy. I'm more of a freeze them to death.
What was the
Kind
third
of
thing
fella.
you mentioned, Mateo? Hanging him upside down?
Yeah, I'm bleeding them like a pig.
Any songs about that?
I wouldn't necessarily do a song. I feel like I could do maybe like a poem or a ballad about that one.
Okay.
I think I could make something work though.
You
I
know
just-
what I think would be nice? We let him live, but we cut off all his toes and his fingers. And then let him be. I think
Any-
it's worth the price.
I point at the man who's tied up. I say, "It is. You're not friends with him."
No.
He's part of the party.
He looks at you, Ark, and he's like, he mouths it. He doesn't actually say it, but he's like, "Help me."
Okay.
The only reason he still draws breath is because he was the most useless of the three bandits.
His head.
Mitch.
This guy's getting destroyed.
1 second. I need to ask Bacon a
Yeah.
question secretly.
Fucking just mentally torturing this guy.
I mean, he kind of deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for
And,
sure.
and now that certain things have been taken care
I
of,
should, right?
like
just-
yeah. I mean,
I'm just gonna vocalize the question now. I should, right?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm okay. So what Mateo and Kinna will see is just I'm just having like normal conversations with them, and I'm like, I'm a musician. I'm tapping my fingers rhythmically on the table. If he's a bandit and he understands thieves can't, what he'll get is, I hope you freeze in 1,000 hells.
Oh. I think he starts to pick it up, like what's going on. And he's thinking he's getting somewhere, right? Like, oh, okay. And then you just see him like look at you and he's just like throws up his hands and yeah, he just goes silent.
I tap a couple more times. It's like murder's the big no.
And you guys hear like these guys in this corner, just a bunch of fishermen, but they're playing this dice game, and every so often they're, going crazy over like a big play or whatnot. But most of the other people within the tavern are, minding their business.
What's-
Eventually, if oh yeah, go ahead.
what's the response time for the law in this town? I'm like so sick of looking at this guy. Is this a bad neighborhood?
The barkeep comes and places the food at your table, kind of hearing you and whatnot. Maybe you're asking the question directly to him. And he just says, "Well, typically, he lives upstairs, but he's the mayor, so he can get called off any old direction. But you should be here soon." And then you see him kind of come down the stairs here. I'll grab his.
Martin, how far away are we from Lonelywood?
Only a couple miles. Yeah, I saw Axe Beaks out in front of those. Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, it will probably only take you guys about 6 hours. You'll just have to take a little rest in Tourmaline.
We definitely should sleep here. Gonna call it a night. Make the ride early morning.
You see this guy come into view here. This is what he looks like.
Oh, so can I do a history check whether I recognize a tiefling or not? Well, we're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I
Oh.
I bet you from the roll I can tell you if you know me.
Sure.
With a 10, I don't think you would. I'll let Castle answer the question in terms of like, would Ark be well known at all for anything?
here.
Even if not in 10 towns, gotcha.
Not
so
not anywhere
probably
near
not.
here.
Yeah.
No.
I think even through, let's say, if Mateo was listening to, eavesdropping on certain conversations or just hearing it within the North Look and whatnot, like no one mentioned anything of like a white tiefling entertainer.
If anything, everyone's pretty startled to see me. I'm pretty new to the area.
Not to be rude or anything, but you kind of look like some devil from Demon.
You know, I always kind of more imagined the devil as like red.
This guy's approaching. Mondo, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Nerth?
Nerth. Yeah.
Nerth. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure because sometimes I don't know. You never know with fantasy names.
Sure.
But he walks up to you guys.
Earth?
And he says, "Excuse me, I was told you needed me. I'm Nerth, the town speaker. I apologize for the delay. I was busy, but what can I do for you?"
Do you have a guillotine?
No, we haven't had any type of public execution like that in some time.
Shame.
Oh.
This gentleman here, he and two of his friends, were collecting tolls on the road.
Okay.
And his two friends killed one of our friends, badly wounded my friend here. And, well, I suppose I'm still bleeding a bit, aren't I? And,
the bandit behind you, he gets up and he's like, "They're lying. They killed me. They attacked me. They attacked me. This is their rouse." He's just...
And I'm gonna, like, yank his rope.
He's like, comes forward. He has his hands bound in front, yeah? Is that how it is? Or behind?
They were behind him, so yeah.
Yeah, so kind of like pull, yeah, like pulls forward.
Sit and shut up.
Who is it we're talking to? Is the town speaker?
Yeah.
I would turn to him like, I'm not involved in this in any way. I will point out to you, Mr. Sika, that not many people are willing to walk around with someone toyed up when they did the initial attack. Usually more of a we caught the bad guy move. Just saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm not looking for any sort of reward or anything. All I'm looking for is maybe a sense of justice or a warm place to put him for the night so he doesn't freeze to death until we decide what to do with him, in case, like, it's that kind of town.
If you turn him over to me, you won't have the chance to make a decision of what to do with him, so...
I mean, that's fine, but, like,
there's
some sort of law here.
If you want him, we could take him. We'll ship him over to Bryn Shander in the morning.
That sounds fine with me. Mateo?
It's your pet. You decide what you want to do with him.
Send him to Bryn Shander. That's fine.
Perfect.
Put him in a cage with a bunch of really big ogres.
I'll do that. He lends out his hand to take the rope from you.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes it if you give it to him.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Is there anything else I can do? I'm sorry about your travels here. It's not a good look, and I understand that I'll make sure that I have men patrol more often. For what I can spare.
I appreciate that. Now, I just need him out of my sight, please.
Sure.
Thank you very much. You've been very kind, Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
You just call me Nerth. That's fine.
Thank you, Nerth.
Earth.
Oh, the other thing that you would have found on Revan's body before I forget, because this is important, is the sending stones.
Yeah,
the sending stone. That's
there's one other thing that's really important that was on his body. Potion of growth.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You did have the potion of growth. It was tossed back too.
I'm hiding that from Mateo.
Smart. That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nerth and this bandit, they eventually, he pulls him off. If you guys are done with him, don't have any questions or anything.
Yeah, I have got nothing else for him.
And yeah, you guys have kind of the night to do what you would.
3 more. I pour 3 more, and
yeah.
I'm just like, drink.
and in the middle of the drink, he's like, listen, not to impose. Don't know if you noticed, I am more musically inclined than combat necessarily. I can hold my own in a fight. However, it is a little bit dangerous on the road, and I don't really have a direction to go. You two seem to be down a friend. If you would be willing, I would not mind helping you out with your errand here, just because she is very large and I feel much safer on the road with her. And I'm pointing at Kinna. If that would be at all amendable to you.
Drink.
Slams it.
You guys are drinking at the table. Eventually, two of the guys at this table leave, and they're kind of upset, and they run off out, go out the door or whatnot, licking their wounds. One of the guys sits back, and he's got a goatee, a scar on his eye. He's got like shabby hair, looks a little greasy. He leans back and he sees you guys drinking. And he says, "You guys want to play? We'd like to win some more money tonight. If you want to play,
I'm gonna give a devilish smirk and stand up and walk over.
But we got one.
Well, I would wait until the next round when Kinna pours, and as she finishes pouring the glass that Ark's drinking out of, he'll pick it up. He'll do like that, barely holding it, still holding it, kind of take a sip out of it, with a little bit of like flair to his walk. He's like, "Oh, but gentlemen, I'm not sure quite how to play. You might have to teach me a round or two."
We can teach you.
He sits down in front of them and he puts his feet up on the table in the slot next to him.
Yeah. He looks at you guys. Either of you guys want to play? We need one more, at least one more. No, not interested.
I can play.
He turns around. He starts scanning like the room, and he would finally convince somebody to come over and just he'll be your partner. You want him to be your partner?
Can I, using Thieves Camp, like put out a feeler in the room, see if anyone's down for a little bit of a shadier play on our side?
The guy who's looking around looks at you and he says, "Don't worry, we're not trying to take you in for anything, and this is fair, clean game. So he'll treat you right."
All right.
So you guys sit down and he places a dice in front of you. It's a D8. And then he places a dice in front of your partner. It's a D6. And he says, "The rules of the game are the people with the D8 roll first. Okay? The person with the first chip, this blue chip," and he shows a blue chip, "they get to bet. They can call at first. Then you get to decide based off of your roll, right? 8 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Well, once you bet, then it goes to your teammate's turn. And the person with the side with the blue chip gets to bet first or call. They could fold, but it's not really that type of game. And then your teammate would roll their 6. And then how it works is whoever has the highest total of the dice wins the game. So you have to bet kind of based off of what you or your teammate have to try and give them subtle hints potentially of what you might have. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy game. So when you roll, try and keep it secret. Don't let us see it. All right. Let's see, Mr. Castle. It's like, so we want
It's
to
happening.
do we want to start the bet first, or do you want
Do I have the
start it?
Do I have the D8 or do I have the D6?
You have the D8.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you, he looks at you. I'll give you first bet if you want it.
I'll take it.
He passes you the blue chip, and he's like, "All right, go ahead and roll." And his partner's like, "Okay." His partner's the one with the D8, and so he rolls the dice. He hides it from him. He looks. He's like, "Okay, it's your call. What do you
Am I
want?
rolling a real dice or am I rolling a?
You can roll real or one and
Here, I'll roll a real one.
yeah, it's not that big a deal. We can reveal what we have at the end too, you know. So it's gonna get revealed. All right.
Mm,
So you have the
eh.
blue. You have the blue, and he's like, "What's the bet?" Or you can call too, but that'll give me a chance to, or my partner here, time to bet.
Mm, the worst. First game, I'll start easy. I'll go 1 gold, just to get it started.
Okay. Yeah. And he looks to his partner. And he's like, "So." And his partner puts out a gold piece, and then he's like, "Okay, it's your other partner's turn to roll, and my turn."
You want me to roll for my other partner?
No, I can roll for it.
Oh, well, what if you fuck me over?
Well, you can roll for it. I won't lie to you.
I just,
Up to
I'm
you.
just
What-
saying,
you
I don't
can
know what
choose if you wanna
I don't
do
know
it.
what your luck's like because I rolled pretty decent.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. So it's to your partner's turn. Your partner,
Okay.
I will tell you that your partner only has a total of 6 gold pieces on him. That's what he's got. That's what you mean. He looks at you and he's like, I got 6. I got 6 to bet total right now. So
He's confident with like 1 more.
so he places a gold coin in. Okay, so we'll match that 1 gold coin. This is a fun first game, right? This is easy.
Just
What do
easy, learn the rules, you know.
What do you
ease ourselves
got? You reveal.
in. It's a
What does
9.
it go- 9 to- Dude, I got a 9 total too. What'd you get on your D8?
6.
Okay, so and then you got a 3 on the.
And then a 3, yeah.
We're reversed, so you win actually because you have the higher of the D8. So they pass you the two coin. So
Okay.
how it works in terms of tiebreakers, guys, if this game ever comes up again, we'll never know. But it can be added so that there's another player. That player would roll a D4 instead.
Okay.
There have been times where they choose to do a D10, a D8, and a D6 instead of the D4. But I digress. So how it works is if there's a tiebreaker, in terms of the total sum, they look to the roll on the D8 first, or the highest of the dice. If those are tied, then they look to the next one. The
Okay.
next, and then if there's 3 players, et cetera, it goes down the line. Yeah,
Not-
so this
not
was
as
good,
good a-
right? You want to play again?
I'll go for 1 more round at least.
Okay, pass me the chip. It's my turn to bet first.
Pass him the chip.
Okay. Ready? Let's roll that D8 then. He slides in 4 gold pieces. I'll take 4.
I'll go 5.
He drops 1 more in there. Like, okay. Let's roll the next one. His partner looks at him like, doesn't know what to do. He's like, I'll put 1 gold piece in. So
Well, it's hard to play for some random person.
yeah, it is tough.
Random person. If I'm ballsy enough to go 1 over his bet, and based on his roll, you said he had 6.
It would. He put in
No,
one other gold.
my teammate has 6 to play with, right?
Yeah, 6 total, and you guys won 2.
But we
so now
both
he would
won?
technically have 7. Yeah.
7. So he'll
Yeah.
go 4. He'll go 4 gold.
Ooh, so he raises it 3 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he looks to his partner. No, I think that's too rich. You can take the pot.
Take the pot.
And yeah, so the game, that's how the game works. That's what it is. We can continue to play, but I would like to like you see what's going on. Yeah, what did you have?
I rolled
Castle?
an 8 and a 4.
Yeah, they had like a 5 and a 2 or something like that. So it was a 2 on the D8 and a 5 on the D6.
I was
But you
super
guys
confident because even if we tied, I knew 8 won.
You guys look over. Yeah, exactly. You guys look over and you see that Ark is doing decently well. He just won 6 total gold pieces, like actual profit. 8 total. What would you guys like to do?
Right.
So I went up 6. Right? If I'm splitting.
Drink,
Yeah,
he
we should
says.
slow down a bit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll con saves for me. Let's see how drunk you guys are getting.
Shit. Okay.
No,
That's
I gained
always fine.
7 that from that last round because they folded. I would have got 7 gold.
Yep,
This guy's
yep.
still on that.
I trust you on the math. Okay, Mateo, you were already rough, right? Like you were already, you had a loss of blood, and I would assume. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I would assume that replacing the blood with alcohol probably isn't the correct path. But it was the right path for the event that was happening. But you are slammed. But you can continue. You're not throwing up. You're just drunk, you know.
And Kinna's just fine. The 23, right?
Yeah, it's fine right now. Yeah.
Of course she is.
Yeah, it's a sliding scale.
She's
I'll return to the table with my empty glass and I'll put it on. You two are having fun.
This isn't fun. This is drinking. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
pour him another
it was-
glass. I'm
it
gonna
was-
drink.
It was more sarcasm to numb pain as how I do things. I'm sorry. Let's see. Not horrible con, but not great con. 11.
Yeah, I think you're doing okay. You're a level past buzzed.
I'm
So
feeling
you're not
it.
fully
But
drunk, but yeah, you're feeling it.
I'm a
You're feeling
bard,
good.
bro. I do this.
But the night, you know, kind of different people are coming and filtering through this game, but eventually it starts to die down. The people, some people make their way upstairs. Some people leave the Luskan Arms to go home. To where it starts to get, you know, pretty quiet in the tavern. I assume you guys are sitting in here drinking, just continuing to drink.
My
until you
worst
get kicked out
nature is
type of thing.
taking over. When I walked away from the table, when I was like pulling the pot,
Mhm.
can I make a roll to see if I could have stole like 3 extra gold pieces from him?
Yeah, roll sleight of hand.
My better natures or my worst nature is taking over, guys. I'm sorry. Is what I do. 13.
I don't think it's an outright. I think you get a finger on a gold piece instead of just one, not an extra 3, but just
Okay,
one.
just one. I'll take
just one.
that.
Yeah, I think that's a win. Yeah, as you're pulling it forward, like your pinky latches onto one, and you're able to go. Yeah, it's the night is coming down from the excitement of a battle to the sadness of the aftermath, and now you are in the drunken hours of the night. The drunken hours are right before the witching hours, by the way.
Yes.
Just want you guys to know this.
That's That's okay.
Yeah.
The hell is
But-
this real? Or are you guys making this up?
No, I'm making it.
No,
up.
the witching hours is like a modern term that I brought up, and now he's referencing.
The drinking hour is not a thing.
Technically, the drinking hour is
It is
5
now a
minutes, 12
thing.
hour.
The drinking hour starts 12 hours before the witching hour. 3 o'clock happy hour, my guys.
All right.
There you
So,
go.
Ark, you want to travel with us because you think it's going to be safer than traveling alone?
It's not
Well-
obvious. He has a crush on you. He finds you
Well-
quite fine.
I find your friend Kinna here to be quite imposing, which makes me think that it would be safer than traveling alone. Yes.
Revan thought it would be safe to travel with us, and now
Well,
he's
he thought it
dead.
would be safe to travel with you in general. I don't think it's safe. I think it's safer. It's the lesser of 2 evils.
That's it. Did you just call us evil?
Well, I'm not calling you evil per se. I'm calling it.
I mean, you
I'm
got
saying traveling with the-
horns.
I do have horns. She's touching my. I'm saying that amongst multiple choices, this seems to be the most favorable for survival rate.
I mean, you don't even know where we're going or what we're doing.
You said you're going to Lonelywood to give your dead friend's family his stuff.
How did you know that?
You told me.
Did I?
Yes.
Huh,
Are you drunk?
a little.
You,
Drink.
The barkeep comes by.
you are a horribly efficient drunk. I could not tell.
Do you want another bottle? I see you guys. It looks like you have one more.
I'm not paying for the second one. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look at Mateo, and I would say that even though like I'm not like drunk, like I'm not sloppy, I assume like I would probably. I think I'm gonna stop drinking after this bottle's gone. I think my friend needs rest. I think I need rest, and I think I want to have a clear head if we're going to take this gentleman with us to Lonelywood. I mean, do you have business in Lonelywood? I mean, I
No, but
understand that. I understand now that traveling in numbers and safer than traveling alone. But I mean, would you just follow us just so you would have company?
well,
I don't know where that accent came from.
the,
I guess because I'm drunk.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, mate. Hey, fuck it, mate. Fuck them all, right? Am I right? We're just suddenly from Australia. I'm a violent stereotype. No, I'm an offensive stereotype. Crocodile Dundee is my favorite movie.
I love Steve Irwin. Anyway,
Anywho, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm actually more of an English accent. Thank you. But the way I see it, you're coming from somewhere and going somewhere. That means that Lonelywood is not the end destination for whatever you're doing. And I'm kind of like a traveling bard, if I hadn't made that perfectly clear. So like going from town to town works
Not
perfectly for
perfectly.
me. Well, mostly clear. I am a bard. I travel. I do music. Traveling from town to town is kind of like what I do.
So how come you haven't? Why haven't you played anything tonight?
Well, you see, they're kind of downers here. Not really so much for live music. I tried.
I'd like to hear some live music.
Well, I don't think they'll like my instruments right now.
Play it.
Especially how late it is. Can I look around the bar? How many people are there?
there are 3 people sitting at the bar. They're like somewhere on these stools, right? And there is like a couple that's still drinking, talking. And
Okay.
that's about it. Yeah, there's not very many people.
Listen, I don't want to crack anything big out.
I'm not asking you to crack anything. I'm just asking you to sing us a song.
I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll do some. We'll call it percussion techniques.
Wait, where'd you go? No, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. He's
What
gone.
happened?
No, did I quit out? Damn it. Okay, you know what?
No, we can't hear.
What?
We
Really?
can't hear it at all. Yeah, we can hear you talk, but we can't hear the beats.
So weird.
No, yeah, we can't hear it at all. Bummer.
His lips
I could hear it.
moving.
Yeah, I could only see the.
You
lips
hear
moving.
me now, Mr.
Yeah, yeah.
Krabs?
Yeah, we can hear that one. Yeah.
It disappeared again.
It does disappear. What the heck?
I'm gonna figure this out later.
Bummer, dude. Every time you go to like actually do it, it just
That's
cancels out.
Your nose gate is a little too low. I mean, too high. You gotta
Wait,
lower it a bit.
let's see what happens if we all mute. As Ark is doing it, it's like people are like looking around. I don't know if they've ever heard anything like this before. They're freaking out. What the heck is that? And then they start to see it. Dude, it just cancels out most of it. It's
It's-
wild. We'll figure it out though.
Yeah,
But we could hear it for a little bit. It's like Zoom is doing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zoom did. You just go into
I
the
think it
voice
is
settings,
Zoom.
audio settings,
I'm working on it.
We'll figure it out.
and change the
Joshua,
audio.
we'll get
They
together.
automatically adjust microphone volume.
Yeah, I turned automatically adjust off.
Okay, and then you should lower the nose gate.
I'm trying to find that. I can't find that setting.
Yeah, no. Where's the noise gate setting? Anyway, we can figure this out. Castle, you and I will get together. And that's better. Dude, wow, that is sick. We can actually hear it. That's way better.
Yeah,
Came
that's
out,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it came out clean.
Yeah, that came out way cleaner.
I
but
don't
yeah,
know
that's-
what you just did, but I liked it.
Thank you. I'm very glad that you enjoyed that.
Mateo's just confused. He doesn't know if he's drunk. They
You
don't even
are.
know what just happened.
You are drunk.
But don't. That was not. That's for me. I grab my whiskey and I take the last shot.
All right. Well, I think it's time we get some rest. We've had a hard day. If you're coming with us, we'll be leaving in the morning. We're leaving in the morning, Mateo.
Early morning. You'll
Early
wake
morning.
up drunk.
I think that's called a hangover. So.
That comes after.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will turn in. Try to get a.
Yeah,
long
you guys go
rest.
upstairs. There's like a number on your key or whatnot telling you where to
Mhm.
go. It's just upstairs. It's a 2-person room. Ark, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get a room at the tavern?
Yeah, I'll get a room and I'll stay here for the night,
Be-
and I will join them in the morning.
5 silver pieces, and you're like more in a like almost like a hostel. There are beds and whatnot. They're separated. There's like only a couple people who are sleeping in it, but there's just no singular rooms. Well, I guess there's one singular room, but it would be I'll tell you.
Okay,
So you can decide. It would be
Everyone's asleep when I walk in that room, and it's just like,
yeah, it would be 2. I'll give you the choice. It's 5 silver pieces for just a bed, or you can pay 2 gold pieces for your own room with the double bed.
no, I'll pay the 5 silver.
Okay.
And then, so are we gonna? We're not ending yet, are we? Are we
No,
getting
no,
up?
no.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, awesome.
we'll get up.
That's what
Yeah, yeah.
So then, when we wake up, am I the first one awake in my hostel room? Is there anybody asleep in there when I wake up?
Yeah, there are 2 people here that are sleeping.
We're waking up early.
I'll drag you over. You are waking up early. It depends also. Yeah. You're up in this room here, and I'm gonna drop you Kinna in that room just so the stream can see and whatnot.
Sure.
It's over to the right, Castle.
I see it.
Okay. Same
I
for you,
don't
Mondo.
see it on the
So-
stream,
Yep,
guys.
I got it.
Yeah.
As I
It should go.
wake up,
yeah.
I'm assuming that they didn't see me the night before because I got
You're not showing them.
to the room
That
kind of
window.
late.
There we go.
I got to the room kind of late, so I'm assuming they didn't see me. And then they're all asleep.
They're still sleeping. Yeah, 2 guys.
So I'm going to,
Is that me?
with the silence that only one other character in this campaign
Oh, it is
is
me.
known,
Yeah.
I will stealthily get up and I will check their coin purses.
Okay, let's go ahead. I mean, they're sleeping, so let's have you roll. I'll have you roll I'll give you a choice. You can roll the stealth at advantage or the sleight of hand at advantage.
I'll roll the stealth normally and sleight of hand at advantage.
Okay, cool. And then as for people on Twitch who are watching and seeing all these tokens, Kinna, Mateo, not there. It's just so that you guys can see. And I want
24 for stealth,
nice.
and then at advantage, sleight of hand is a 19.
Yeah, you see that one of them that you approach first, they have like a backpack, and you see just tucked, like it's a small there's like a small string that you pull, and it reveals like a pocket there, and you can pull some coin out. That's where they have their coin purse. And then the other person is like all their stuff is just kind of like everywhere, very easily. Like you could kind of get to their stuff without making too much noise.
Oh yeah, I empty them out.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it.
Okay. Well, let's see. You
But
find
guys, I'm not a good person.
You find 14 silver pieces, 6 copper pieces, and 3 silver pieces total.
Wait, you said 14 silver pieces.
So I meant gold. Sorry, 14 gold pieces,
14 gold pieces. So
6 copper, 4 silver.
okay.
I think I said it.
I can't wait
That's
to
what it
see
is.
you try to steal from Kinna and take Revan's money. Should be cool.
You cockblocked
I
me
hope that
actually
does
when you
not
said to pick
happen.
up the gear. I was gonna say if they left Revan outside, I was gonna go and pickpocket him, and I wasn't gonna take all of it. I was only gonna take a chunk of it because it would be too obvious if I took all of it from him.
That would be
14 gold
interesting.
would put me at.
You're welcome. You live then.
I was gonna rob my own body. Okay, I don't think anyone can complain.
That's so funny.
But yeah, with that, I and my 24 stealth, I like a cold breeze in that room, grabbed everything, walked out, and I'm already out in the front bar area, sitting at the same table, waiting for them to come down whenever I.
And then for Kinna and Mateo, you guys were over here in this room. This is what you guys had. And then Castle, I'm just gonna put you back.
Oh,
down
it's
there, Tyler.
freaking a closet, man. Shit's tiny.
Yeah,
as shit.
it's just beds. That's all it is. That's. I mean, yeah, that's what it was. Just some beds.
Just a place to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Warmer upstairs than it was downstairs in the late evenings of the tavern. You guys notice as you walk by. I mean, it's sturdy and it's built, but the walls are nicer than the floors, but the floorboards are in rough shape in places. Some of them are kind of rotten. But yeah, that's where you guys are. You guys are up in this.
It was alive, man. All right. Morning, Kinna.
Yeah, you guys are back up, full health, full everything back to you.
Time for
All right,
the
dope.
long, lonely road.
The lonely road. We walked the lonely road.
That's what optimum line.
That I have ever known. That's
What do you
actually a
guys do?
beatbox track.
Oh shit.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, we'll get up and
Head on downstairs.
yep.
Cool. How do you guys feel? Why don't you guys roll we'll roll some con saves too.
Refreshed.
Yeah, just the best
I
night's
feel
sleep you
fine
ever
because I
got.
rolled a 10 con and I didn't drink anymore.
Oh yeah, Kinna,
Kind
you're
of rolled an
fine.
18, yeah.
You've done this before.
Sounds like Mateo to me, dude.
Dude, for real, just the worst rolls. You are feeling the hangover.
I'm hungover already. Damn, I'm surprised.
I mean, or maybe you're just on the tail end, like you're still drunk.
You guys ever just wake up drunk? Like, yeah,
I
I
guess
think
that's
I
what it
just,
would be. Yeah,
I
you're
think I just
kinda
still woke up
sloshed.
drunk. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be hungover in a bit, but yeah.
Maybe in a few hours, just 2 hours on
Sounds
the
about
axe
right
beak
to
isn't going to
me.
be so much fun. But the axe beaks are still outside, tied up. And yeah.
Did they not die of cold?
No, they have like fur and whatnot. Like they're made for this, but
Sure. Okay.
I mean they
hello.
are. As you guys go out, when you guys go outside, they will be severely unhappy.
Good to see you again, Arik.
You look good. I'm looking at Mateo. Are you still drunk?
I fell asleep. Woke up in the same state.
Good for you? Question mark.
Well, at least I woke up without pain.
At least you get to skip the whole day drinking thing and just consider it a continuation of prior events.
We should get going. I want to see this family deliver poor Revan's body.
Oh, right. Yeah, we should probably grab your friend.
Do you
before
think
we-
that's the best option?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Window.
grab.
I mean, Kinna.
do what now?
Yeah, traumatize the poor children.
It's better than never hearing about it and finding out a family member was dead years
Yeah, I
later.
mean-
No, we'll definitely say that poor Revan's body could not be.
Well, it's also
brought
it's
along.
better to give the body to the family if you have the ability to. It's a sense of closure. They never have to imagine what happened to the body, if anything.
Yeah, I don't want to go back and be like, oh, by the way, your brother's dead. And I left him under a tree. It was a nice tree. How do they know? They've never met me before. I could be lying. I could have eaten him.
I'd like to believe you wouldn't eat somebody, but
I
Yeah.
wouldn't, but they don't know.
if you walked up on some children, I could honestly imagine why they would think that you are imposing.
Do you think
That's
imposing people are cannibals?
Well, it's not really cannibalism. You're not technically the same species.
All
I
right,
feel like
racist.
this.
I'm gonna go get my friend's body out of the basement. And
It's
Kinna's
not-
just gonna go get his body out of the basement.
You're not the same species. That's just facts.
He's
That'd be like saying eating me is cannibalism. If you ate me, it wouldn't be cannibalism. You are not a tiefling.
I'll keep that in mind when I'm starving, I say as I'm like heading down the stairs.
I mean, that's a fair argument in these, and I'm like at the doorway now, continuing this argument because it's
You're not
talking.
very smart, are you?
Well, I feel like if I talk to her instead of treating her like she's some sort of stone cold wall that I'm intimidated by at all times, she'll understand that I'm not an awful person and not want to avoid me. Which would make like traveling with you two very difficult. I'm trying to be personable. It's what my profession demands.
You must really like her.
Well, I think you're pretty okay too.
Is she easy on the eyes for you?
She's easy on the other people not stabbing me.
Clever.
I'm gonna come back
Eventually.
up with Revan, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm gonna push him towards Ark. I'm just gonna be like, hold this for me.
Oh, dude, in full rigor mortis, man, has set in, dude. This guy is stiff, bro.
I put the plank on my shoulder.
It's terrible. Man.
Big.
Yeah,
I can carry Revan.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I mean, he's
Revan's
not
not
super, super
overly
heavy.
large, and Ark's strength is, for a bard, respectable.
Let's see what you had. You have at 205. I don't know if that's completely accurate, but it sounds good. Let's see.
Sounds good enough.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, I think you could carry him. I mean, you're not going to be able to carry him for forever, but you can hold him.
Right. So
I
mean,
feel like my weight for Ark is not accurate to how tall he is, though.
I'm kind of heavy on my axe beak, and that was Revan's axe beak, and we're gonna let you ride that one. But I am going to be putting Revan on it with you. It doesn't seem like that bothers you. You picked him up all right. But listen, if you get hungry, you're not going to have a nibble, are you?
No.
Being like he's a different species.
No, that's just kind of fucked up. Like, if you're taking him to his family. Like, I'm not saying that you would eat. Okay, let's restart this real quick. I'm not saying that you would eat a person, but a child seeing you for the first time could be fooled into thinking that by your imposing figure.
All right. So just so we're clear, he is a person.
I'm not going to eat him.
Right.
I was never going to eat him.
And I'm not going to eat you because you're also a person.
I appreciate
And that's
that.
what I consider cannibalism, is when you eat a person.
It's a
This
valid
doesn't
argument. I
matter
will take-
whether or not they're him or her or him.
I will write back to the
So one is racist and the other is
Urban
not.
Dictionary for this definition.
I am too drunk for this conversation. Can we get going, please?
Yes, let's get going.
Yeah, and you guys do that. You guys start to head that way. Let's see. It's going to take you guys a little bit, not too long here.
6 hours, one might say.
Yeah, I believe that's what I said.
Can we swim
you go-
across that lake?
Could you? I mean, not in the winter.
Not a good idea, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, not right now.
I mean,
just
I should
curious
say.
if it's a
I mean,
possibility.
I guess if you had, yes.
Okay.
If you guys wanted to get on a boat, you guys could get on a boat.
No, I
and
meant
fish the
physically
lake.
swim.
You could. You would probably physically turn into an ice cube soon. After
You
getting in the water.
would die from
Yeah, your body would just shut down.
frostbite and all that way before you got halfway.
The
You
distance.
might be able to surf Revan.
Neglecting the weather and the temperature, is the distance swimmable? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yes.
No, it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not swimmable.
Okay.
It is not. No.
hit
It
that.
was 6 hours total from Targos to Lonelywood, but from Targos to Tourmaline, it's only going to take 4. So it is the longer stretch of your guys's of your journey. But we will end it there on our way to Tourmaline because there will be things that will have to happen and they'll take time to develop. So we'll end it just a little bit early.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just kind of how it's going to have to work this time, unfortunately.
It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was fun. When we were talking, could you guys hear the voice mod that I was using?
Yes.
Was that
Oh,
okay?
yeah,
Good.
that was
okay,
sick,
I wanna
bro.
make sure.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like that.
And
I
then the
literally
really
Because I'm
literally
like, I
muted
can
to
hear it.
myself. To myself, I was muted and I went, someone got voice mod.
Yeah, I've had it for a little bit, but I haven't used it because I didn't know when to. But this seemed like a good time. But I was terrified that I was gonna mix up the buttons, and all of a sudden I was just gonna be like, la, 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 and it was gonna be doing nothing, or I was gonna be like, rah, 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 and it was gonna be doing nothing.
you know,
so
you'll be
I
the
was-
angel where
yeah,
the
yeah.
God is.
or be like talking all light and angelic, but it's like this this fucking demon voice. So I'm glad I don't think I
Come
did.
towards
but-
the light.
No, you got it. You
Come
were
towards
good.
the light.
You did good. You did good.
Thank you.
It worked out. It was perfect.
I used the same voice I have used on like 15 different characters in the last 2 weeks.
But
I
it was
just
not
went with
true.
an English accent. Like
I was not ready
defaulted
for
to-
that, man.
I defaulted
one?
to English accent.
It sounded good. I like.
I thought you were supposed to be
the
Australian. Weren't you talking about being Australian?
No,
was
that
like
was
French.
when.
Oh, French. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
est-ce que tu parles français, mon Dieu?
We.
Could have done it.
Oh, no, sir. I will not be doing a French accent for any of these characters. Even though I'm actually very good at the French accent, apparently.
It sounds pretty good to me, but what do I know?
No, I've just been doing English accent for a lot of characters recently, so I was like, slip in.
Yeah, if you that's always nice to feel comfortable with something. I'm glad we didn't go like just straight to Lonelywood. I was worried. I was like, oh, this is gonna be really really sad.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I was hoping that we would go straight to Lonelywood, even though, like, I know it wasn't really feasible, just because it's like, oh, I'm dragging out this torture of having to go talk to like Revan's
yeah,
family.
true.
I'm just like, I just want to
Um,
get this over with, just like
It's the morning too, so depending on what you guys want, we can say that you guys stop in Tourmaline to rest, but you guys don't want to like explore it at all. That's totally fine too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're going straight through. I don't know. Are we stopping at Tourmaline?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
yeah, I
yeah,
don't
it's
wanna
just
go
the- it's
sightseeing
just the
with
town
Revan's
that's
body.
closest.
We can go sightseeing on the way back, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then and then at the beginning of the session, Mateo was told that if he wants to seek out Selune, the goddess of the moon, there is something, a fortress or something in north of Lonelywood.
Yeah, Mateo already forgot about all that though.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
I
I'm
was
joking.
just-
No, I'm joking. No. North of Lonelywood. I got that
Yeah.
in the forest.
Well, that is it from us, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. If you have not already, please follow. We're 11 followers away from being able to apply for affiliate.
Do it.
So that would be dope. Does anybody have any streams or things that they're doing from now until next Tuesday?
Yeah, I'll be doing some streams this week, guys, since I'm off work and stuff.
Oh,
And I got
nice.
Strahd, that Curse of Strahd on Thursday. That twice bitten Curse of Strahd.
Nice. And you can follow Mondo. I believe I have all your stuff here. Yeah. So there's
Hey,
his
that's a
Twitter,
me.
There's his Twitch. There's a you.
I'll be gone, so I won't be doing anything.
Won't be doing nothing. And then
No.
I don't believe you're doing anything either.
I'm going to Idaho for a wedding.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun.
Hey,
Probably be
yeah.
cold though.
I got gear. I'm good.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that is it from us, guys. Everybody have a great rest of your night or morning, whatever time zone you're in, and we'll be back next Tuesday. See you guys.
Dope.